to another movie review of mine. Afterwards, please take the chance to visit my website, www.thesceneviewer.com, where I have thousands of movie reviews, 60 plus lists of best films per genre, yearly rank lists with top 5 per category going back to 1914, and dozens of miscellaneous lists including TV shows, actor profiles, and top 10 films per actor. The link can be found below. Today we are reviewing An Officer and a Gentleman, 1982. Gave this movie a rating of 9 and was viewed in 2003, 2008, and 2020. An Officer and a Gentleman is a through and through classic of a romance genre. The performances by Richard Gere and Deborah Winger, Louis Gossett Jr., David Keith, and Lisa Blount are exemplary. Only Louis would win the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor, which is the third ever for a black thespian behind Hattie McDaniel and Sidney Poitier. What sets it up as a great film is the tremendous chemistry and the story. The cycle repeats as Foley gives the same boot camp speech to the new recruits, turning An Officer and a Gentleman into a special picture. The romance between the characters of Richard Gere and Deborah Winger is a treat, and they have a classic ending. The concept of trapping a mate is a lifelong ambition for some women who want to marry a naval officer. I like how it affects relationships, leading to the dramatic aftermath. The favorite part of my amusement is seeing the wimpy David Caruso be tortured and mocked for the silly ass he has been for so many years. Please, I want more, more, and more. All in all, An Officer and a Gentleman is among the top 10 romantic pictures of all time. If An Officer and a Gentleman isn't anybody's top 10 romance pictures, the list is a fraud. Reminding me of From Here to Eternity, it's a wonderful picture with the well-developed characters and remarkable performances by Richard Gere, Deborah Winger, David Keith, and Lisa Blount. All deserved Oscar nominations. Sadly, only Deborah Winger got it. Their chemistry is the key in turning the picture into lasting success. That's why I'm seeing it again from time to time. Richard Gere has a famous scene when he yelled at the drill sergeant, "I got nowhere else to go," taking place at Battery Kinsey in Fort Worden State Park, which is near Seattle, Washington. The ending, when Richard carried Deborah out of the factory, is the clincher of its deserving status. Basically, the movie is about Mayo shedding off his individuality by thinking more of the others and becoming a team player. To be fair, he learned a lot of bad habits from his father. The biggest winner of the cast is Louis Gossett Jr., who became the first black Oscar winner for Best Supporting Actor. If some of his lines sound familiar, it's because R. Lee Emery repeated them in Full Metal Jacket. The truth is Louis was coached by him in preparation for his role as Drill Sergeant Emil Foley. If there's anything I've always thought strange, it's Sid Woolley's suicide. Honestly, is it really necessary? Look at him, young and virile with the bright future ahead of him. Sure, Sid got dealt plenty of blows in a short amount of time, but he let his emotions get the best of him. He should have taken a time out and decompressed for a while. As for Lynette, I'm not going to blame her for Sid's death. Nobody, not even Mayo, saw it coming. They were together for like 8 weeks. That's pretty fast by most standards. She did the right thing by not going into it too quickly, but Sid wasn't a bad guy, and they could have spent more time together. By the way, Lisa Blount, who plays Lynette, died at the age of 53 10 years ago, possibly from idiopathic thrombocytopenia, which is a low level of platelets that keep blood from clotting, and a series of bleeding and bruising will result. All in all, they don't make movies like An Officer and a Gentleman anymore. Thank you so much for joining me for this review. Don't forget to visit my website, www.thesceneviewer.com.